I wrote this poem. It's called Awake in the Fifth Dimension. I feel as if I woke up in a Twilight Zone episode. Black people marching in the streets of big cities in America. Police in riot gear walking in formation, shoving protesters, clearing streets, arresting whoever moves too slowly. Black people and white people marching in arm, expressing rage against police shooting and killing young black men. Still photographs capturing powerful, evocative images. A young black woman in a long flowing dress standing calmly, serenely, as Kevlar-plated RoboCop policemen bear down on her, evokes images of Rosa Parks calmly refusing to give up her seat until policemen remove her. We have been here before, but this is not deja vu. Protesting racism is not supposed to be happening in post-racist America. We have a black president, don't you know? Got to be the Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone's old school fantasy, horror, and mystery episodes in black and white, described as ordinary people find themselves in extraordinarily astounding situations, which they try to solve in a remarkable manner. Ordinary people in extraordinarily astounding, why are we still rioting over race situations. Wielding smartphones with internet access means instant, unedited video uploading to social media, a remarkable solution to keep riot police in check. In the past, cops would have been swinging batons. Nightsticks, the cops called them back then, because night was the color of the people on whose heads they planned to use them. There would have been 4 or 5 policemen punching, kicking, nightstick beating a single protester to bloody, unrecognizable face. Missing are the high-pressure fire hoses blasting protesters off their feet like bowling pins in a carnival arcade. Missing also are police dogs. The viciousness of a police dog attacking a protester, blood spurting, flesh tearing, snarling, and screaming, caught on video and uploaded, going viral, would not be good for police brand. But one seriously twisted, surreal event turns a sense of deja vu into a Twilight Zone nightmare: shooting cops. Protesters in the 60s hurled rocks and bottles at police during clashes, but no one thought to shoot cops. Yeah, there were a few violent, radical individuals who may have wanted to, but all of us knew it was simply such an outrageous notion, totally out of the realm of possibility, totally out of the realm of acceptable behavior. Seems that despite our rebelliousness and nonconformity, we still had a modicum of respect for authority. That, or to paraphrase my friend John Glass, we might be a little crazy, but we ain't stupid. Still, it's not hard to fathom a young black man's anger and fear. Rod Serling, Twilight Zone creator, said, "There is a fifth dimension beyond that which is known to man. It lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge." In the 60s, cops considered 3 minorities standing on a street corner a race riot in progress. Today, cops consider 3 minorities standing on a street corner a gang. And police still consider open season on young minority males who, whether or not they are armed, are considered robbery suspects because, hey, they all look alike, right? George Santayana said, "Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it." Till we get it right, I suppose. Looks like we still haven't figured out how racism works. Racism and police brutality are still synonymous in the Urban Dictionary. In the 60s, Black Panthers advocated for black people to exercise their Second Amendment rights and arm themselves for protection against random police shooting of black males. We see how well that worked out in St. Paul, Minnesota's Twilight Zone. Armed Panthers followed police around in the ghettos to ensure cops didn't just up and shoot a black man for simply driving while black, because Panthers knew police would be absolved of any wrongdoing. Back then, evidence was lost, accidentally destroyed, or simply, what evidence? It was your word against the cops, if you survived. Smartphone videotaping, video sharing, video shaming, a Twilight Zone remarkable solution. Shoot video, not cops. Recent protests make it tempting to write them off with adages like the more things change, the more they stay the same, or what's old is new again. Pick your favorite cliche, none of them apply. Those of us who lived through the 60s, those of us who experienced infuriating humiliation of racism, yet helpless when laid on us by authority figures, we know that nothing has changed. We know that what seems new is really the same old thing. Racism and racist attitudes never went away. You can't legislate equality when inequality is the cornerstone of institutional foundations. Likewise, you can't legislate acceptance over hatred. Racism merely slunk into the shadows like cockroaches hiding from light, coming out to feed only when the glare of the spotlight was shining elsewhere. The media is the spotlight, but the media has few minorities reporting and even fewer minorities owners of any form of media. No one to tell our stories, no one to show the world that racism in all its despicable forms, subtle, overt, or unintentional, never took a holiday. Racism is not a Twilight Zone episode. It is a reality show streaming live and starring America. And the cockroaches no longer fear the spotlight.